Canadian Tire Motorsport Park, once known as Mosport, one of the most difficult racetracks anywhere in North America. So you can imagine what kind of a shock it was when the one and only stop for the Tudor United Sports Car Championship came to Mosport, and for the third time this year went clean. Not a single yellow flag from start to finish in this race, and the result was some great racing up front, Cal.
It really was. The conjecture coming in here was, would this be a track that the P2 cars would shine? Certainly all the high-speed corners, they swept the front row, and then for Oak Racing, coming off the disappointment of so nearly winning at Watkins Glen today, they executed the perfect race. Both their drivers, Jackman and Pla, drove the brilliant race. No mistakes, patience in traffic, but I tell you what, Richard Westbrook, what a performance he put on once again. He came out, had a problem in his pit stop, 30 seconds behind the leader, cut that down to 8 seconds at the finish of this race. Sensational stuff.
Spectacular stuff. And even without the prototype challenge class here, just prototype, GT Le Mans and GT Daytona in action, we saw great battles up the front in both of those classes.
Well, I'll tell you, in GT Le Mans, the record that Viper had here has been very strong here of late. So when one got to the pole right away, I thought, oh boy, everybody's in trouble. But then there's that number 3 Corvette going for 4 in a row. I don't know what it is, the momentum of just the pairing of those two drivers, but the car was strong all day. It ends up pulling off a wing. Vipers were second and third. And I also wondered about the BMWs. With the rain early this morning, a little bit of a damp track, could they come through? Well, they came through for a best of 4. It was a good race all the way through.
Yep, great race for Antonio Garcia and Jan Magnussen as they brought Corvette their 4th straight victory. Pretty outstanding in a series in which no other class has seen anyone win more than 2 races. And then GT Daytona was the biggest heartbreaker. Kevin Estre got into his Porsche, led that class all the way to the final lap of the race, where he was run down by Jeroen Bleekemolen.
He was. Bleekemolen was coming, and Estre was driving a fantastic race. He was forcing the issue through traffic, and finally it was a GTLM car. Michael Christensen forced his way through in turn 3. That opened the door for Bleekemolen, and he pounced, took that away from him. It'll be heartbreak for Estre and Park Place Motorsports, but what a day for Viper. They finish on the podium in GTLM and get their first GTD victory. A great day for the Snake.
Yep, who'd have guessed the Viper GTD team would get the victory before the big thumping GTLM cars. Well, that's the kind of racing we expect at the next round of the championship, which will be the Indianapolis Brickyard Grand Prix, July 25th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time on Fox Sports 1.